Have you ever heard the rumble of a distant storm and felt a shiver run down your spine? What if I told you it wasn't just weather, but a giant ancient serpent stirring in the depths of the ocean? Long ago, in the age of myth, before humans ever walked the earth, the gods of Asgard lived in fear of a particular family of giants. At the heart of this fear was Loki, the infamous trickster god, and his monstrous children. One of these children was a serpent named Jormungandr. From the moment of its birth, it was so colossal, so utterly terrifying, that even the mighty gods of Asgard trembled. Odin, the All-Father, king of the gods, knew he had to act. In a display of immense power, he seized the young serpent and hurled it from the heavens into the great, endless ocean that encircled the mortal realm Midgard. But the serpent did not perish in the crushing depths. Instead, it grew, and grew, and kept on growing. It became so incomprehensibly enormous that its body could wrap around the entire world, allowing it to grasp its own tail in its jaws. From then on, it was known as the Midgard Serpent, the serpent that encircles the world. From its dark, watery abyss, Jormungandr waited. It coiled in the deep, a sleeping giant whose slightest twitch could trigger devastating earthquakes and monstrous tidal waves. For centuries, it lay dormant, a constant, silent threat beneath the waves. The ancient prophecies, however, were chillingly clear. They foretold a day when Jormungandr would finally release its tail. This single act would signal the beginning of Ragnarök, the twilight of the gods, the end of the world as we know it. When that fated day arrives, the prophecy says the serpent will rise from the sea in a fury of waves and foam. Its massive form will blot out the sun, and it will spew its deadly venom into the air, poisoning the very sky and seas. It is then that it will face its ultimate nemesis, Thor, the mighty god of thunder. Their final battle will be a clash of titans, shaking the foundations of the cosmos. Thor, wielding his legendary hammer, Mjolnir, will fight with all his strength against the world-ending beast. He will succeed, striking a fatal blow that finally fells the great serpent, but the victory will be short-lived. After taking just 9 steps, Thor himself will collapse, succumbing to the serpent's lethal poison that courses through his veins. Both champion and monster destroyed in their final epic confrontation. The world will be consumed by chaos and fire, only for a new, reborn world to eventually rise from the ashes. So the next time you feel the ground tremble, or hear the roar of the ocean on a stormy night, listen closely. Some might say it's just the wind and the waves, but others, who know the old tales, whisper that it's something more. They say the great serpent is stirring in its sleep, dreaming of the day it will finally release its tail. Thanks for journeying into the myth with me today. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next dive into the legends of the past. See you next time.